Right now, we're going to turn our attention to Len Davi. Len has been with us in Mykonos. He has an incredible luxury device, but it's really an experience and it's super beautiful. Would you please welcome Len Davi to the stage? Len?
Thank you. Thank you, Julie. Hear me okay? Thank you all very much. I want to stop for a minute and thank the rest of the presenters here.
The microphone is on. Just press the button.
No?
Green light. There you go.
Hello? Hear me now? Okay. I want to stop for a minute and thank everyone here. I've heard some amazing presentations. And, when I look at it, we're in a different kind of section of the business world in that a lot of people have been talking about energy efficiency and the environment and things that make the world a better place, which is incredible. And when I look at it, and whether it's managing finances or creating a better environment, all of those things are incredibly important to us. But it's all, I think, towards one thing. We all want to live a better life. Everyone wants to live in a healthy environment, in a safe area, and enjoy their life. We're on the side of it, of the enjoyment side, of we want to make the best out of our lives. We want to enjoy our families. We want to enjoy our social circles. We want to enjoy art and culture. And the thing that I'm about to share with you is delivering music and entertainment at the highest level possible. It's been a passion of mine my entire life, and I want to share it with you and show you what we're about to do to kind of change the paradigm of how you can enjoy music and entertainment at the highest level possible. So that's really what our company is about. But really, thank you to everyone for creating this amazing, amazing environment. So, was working a minute ago? Here we go. So a minute about my background. I've been in the consumer electronics industry my entire career, from owning retail stores to running divisions for some big electronics companies. What's most notable to what the idea I had for this company and what got me here is really a couple of companies that I was very involved with. So you probably all heard of Beats by Dre. Dr. Dre and Jimmy Iovine came up with this great idea of doing a really cool hip-hop headphone, but they had never made a headphone before, so I was on the board and VP of Engineering, Product Development, and Marketing for Monster Beats, the collaboration between the two companies to build the Beats headphone, so I was very involved in creating it and launching Beats by Dre. As you probably all know, that was a very successful company. Went from 0 to #1 market share in a handful of years, ended up selling to Apple for $3.2 billion. We were very proud of that, and was quite a success. And it really changed the way people use headphones. Back before that, headphones were really a utility item. You bought a pair of headphones to listen to music. Beats added a cool factor to headphones and made them stylish and made them part of your fashion, which was really a big accomplishment. I then went to Sold by Ludacris and co-founded that and launched another successful headphone company. And then I started thinking about the market and, are there some other opportunities? And that's what really got me to what's next. And I looked at them and saw a market gap. At the high end of the market, there are usually pinnacle products that represent the best of creativity, the best of engineering in virtually every category: automotive, jets, yachts, furniture, fashion. There was no such thing really in headphones. No one had ever, and I realized there was a gap there. I said, no one had ever created a headphone that was really pushing the limits of technology and style and material science. And that was my aha moment. I'm like, there's in virtually every area, watches, there are beautiful products in this world. And when I saw this gap, I said, you know what? I think we can do something about that. I know most of the best engineers on the planet. We're going to create a product that celebrates music and entertainment and delivers it at the highest level possible. Right now, these customers are usually using a plastic Bose headphone. I mean, it's really a pretty incredible gap. I was surprised when I looked at it and said, no one's really doing anything in this area. What is our company about? What is our DNA? I think every company needs to ask the question, what is your why? Why do you exist? What do you stand for as a company? We stand for celebrating the best of human ingenuity and creativity and design. Wow. And to me, that is really what is my passion, what I've been driven by. I meet all these incredible engineers that are just so good at what they do, and design firms, and to be able to put together a team of some of the most creative people. And what we're delivering is music at the highest level possible. I think every human being has an incredible connection to music. It speaks to us. We all have connections. A favorite song reminds us of some place or some time in our life. Music is incredibly important. And when you think about movies, movies are modern storytelling. And we can deliver the immersive nature of a movie and music at the highest level possible. So, I'm going to play a video for you, and this is really going to show off the design of the product, and then we'll talk a little bit about the technology, but just there's about a 3-minute video here. I don't know if the... Okay, thank you. So thank you. We're very excited about this. This product was designed in Italy by Ital Design Giugiaro, one of the top design firms in the world. I think they did a spectacular job. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this. If any of you are interested, we are going to offer demos. I have a prototype of the headphone here with me today, and you can experience it firsthand. And again, if anyone's interested in the technology, there's an immense amount of technology, millions of dollars of R&D and development that was done to really push the limits of transducer technology, D2A, high-res technology. So there's a lot in the headphone, both in sound quality and noise canceling, as well as customization. So we can scan a client's ear and custom fit ear cushions for them. We can customize the materials on it. So this is a truly bespoke, ultra high performance product. So on the bespoke side of it, we literally have relationships with the suppliers that supply veneers to Rolls-Royce and Bentley and Gulfstream. So we can match wood veneers, we can match leathers, we can match metal finishes in automotive, in yachting, and for the clients that want the finest and the best of everything, this is really an exceptional way for them to celebrate really high-end audio. We also have these beautiful travel cases that can, and drawer systems that can be customized. A little bit about the market. So for those of you that don't know the market, for luxury, it's a very, very substantial market. And we looked at the price points and we looked at kind of how the market has evolved, and whether it's watches or Birkin bags or other high-end products that are kind of at the pinnacle of design and materials and engineering. We fit right in with that ecosystem of personal luxury items. These headphones start at $27,000 and go up, which actually, considering the cost to manufacture them, is actually right up there with similar products. I spent some time, and I'm just going to spend a minute on this slide. When I first met Julie, it was a little while ago, and we were still finishing up all the prep for production. Just to stop for a minute as to kind of where we are as a company. So we are in pilot run production now. We are prepared to start full production the middle of this year, so we'll be delivering goods. So yes, we are a startup, but we're about to launch into the marketplace, and we'll have a global presence. For me, when I came up with this idea, the first thing I looked at is, how big is the market? Is this really a viable business? Like every other business, you got to look at, okay, how can you scale it? How big can it get? What is the market potential? And I started looking at a lot of other luxury goods, and I was actually amazed at how many, 5,000 super yachts. There's over 30,000 luxury cars delivered a year. 12,000 Birkin bags. I was shocked that watches over $20,000, 164,000 units sold a year. Because people ask me that, how many luxury items are sold? How big is the market? It's actually a very substantial market. Why are we doing this now? Why is this the right time to do it? Obviously, I can send this if anyone is interested in it, but we're in kind of a unique market position in that with all the macroeconomic stuff, with inflation, as we just pointed out today, and all of the other challenges in the economy, this is one of the few market segments and verticals that's actually pretty stable even in a down economy. It's actually shocking that total addressable market for the wealthy people that we're targeting is going to go from 62 million to 84 million by 2025. Private jets are booming post-pandemic. Headphones, this is the one that everyone's surprised at. Everyone owns headphones already. It's kind of something most people use every day. And you would think, God, it's probably saturated, not much growth. Headphones are going to grow from 40 billion to 126 billion dollar category by 2027. And then music now, for us, this is really important. Sure.
Is that volume driven or price driven or
Both, yeah. Absolutely. I mean, the use case, because we've all got one of these, and right now entertainment used to be consumed on your TV at home. Now everyone's consuming it on their phones, on their tablets, on their laptops. So, and for that you need headphones, obviously. So it's really just the use case for headphones. And then for me, what's really important is if you're building an ultra high-end product, you have to have the content to support it. 10 years ago it was MP3, which was not that exciting. Right now, on Tidal, on Deezer, with Apple Lossless, you can get 192 24-bit audio on your phone, on your tablet, on any device. So the content is incredible right now. Movie, obviously the recordings are incredible. Audio is incredible. So now you can enjoy that on a headphone that can deliver that at the highest level possible. And we actually already have pre-orders for our headphones already in place. I'm not going to go through this with you, but we've built a very solid executive management team that has expertise in manufacturing, in electronics, as well as luxury and understanding the marketing and branding behind luxury. Again, Ital designed Giugiaro, one of the most famous car designers that did the DeLorean Back to the Future. Many of the Bentleys and Lamborghinis did our industrial design. I have a very solid design team in-house, as well as some world-class engineers. And again, if any of you are interested in the technology side of it, we've done some pretty interesting things to push the limits of technology in audio. So we currently have an R&D facility in California. We're actually raising a round of capital right now to build out our headquarters and our full production facility in Florida. And we also have a partner in San Antonio, Texas, that's from aviation and aerospace that is doing some of our manufacturing for us. So this is all being put in place as we speak. And really, to me, being a marketing and branding guy and having experienced at Beats how we really dominated the market, not necessarily because we had a better sounding headphone. Our headphones were great, but there are other good headphones on the market. But it was the branding and marketing that really made that successful. I'm a marketing guy, and telling the story behind your company, what you stand for, what your why is, and why it's important, what makes you valuable to a consumer is really the key ingredient for most businesses. And I find many tech companies, marketing is an afterthought and it's all about the technology. We have amazing technology, but at the end of the day, we have a story to tell. And it's important to me how we tell that story. So we're allocating a lot of financial resources and a lot of very, very solid strategy for how we're going to tell the Davi story. It's a combination of events and celebrity endorsements. We have a $30 million budget the first 5 years to build this as a global luxury brand. We want to be perceived as the Bugatti, the Ferrari of headphones. And I mention that reference because although Rolex and Patek Philippe make wonderful watches, they don't tell better time. One of the benefits that we have is that, like a Bugatti or a Ferrari, not only is it a beautiful, exotic machine, it is a high-performance machine. It's something that delivers, a very high-performance envelope, and we do the same thing. We're delivering music at the highest level possible. So it's important that we tell that story appropriately. One last thing, we are a luxury brand, and I'm very, very aware of the world we live in, and for every company, having the sensitivity to give back and make the world a better place. And we think we're elevating what music and movies can be, but we also want to give back. And because we're in the music industry, we've already identified several philanthropies that are important to us. Our headphones have a very unique combination of extreme noise canceling and delivering music, again, at the highest level. And we have an investor of ours that actually has a charity called Music Heals Project, where they're doing research on how music can help people with Alzheimer's or autism to actually live a better life. And we're going to be supporting that charity and helping them in their research. And there's actually an indication that our unique combination of noise canceling and sound quality may actually provide benefits to them. So we're doing that. We're also donating musical instruments to kids in environments where they can't afford them. Again, music is important to me. And I think when you think about kids in poverty, the best way to get out of poverty is education, but really there's another piece of it is music. Music is a way for someone to really change their life. So to be able to put a musical instrument in a kid's hands is, I think, a really valuable way, and it resonates with me being really caring deeply about music. So that's how our company is really going to hopefully make a difference in the world. Distribution strategy, real quick. People ask about this all the time. How you sell these, where you sell them is very important, and we have a very focused strategy on through private aviation and yachting and high-end retailers like Harrods. We have relationships with them and others in the high-end luxury world to distribute these products and to give people a really incredible immersive experience. So that's really our company. That's what we stand for. Again, we are raising a round of capital right now to launch the company. And anyone that's interested in more details about that, I'm happy to share that. And really, we just wanted to go through it quickly and open it up for any questions.
Excellent, thank you. Wow. It's super beautiful. And what you say about the watches is just great. They can't tell better time, but you're giving a better music experience.
Yes, exactly.
And so are you redefining luxury?
We are in this category, and that is really for this white space for luxury headphones is something that when we talk to people in the luxury space, they're shocked. I talk to the watch guys, the automotive guys, and we have partnerships that we're planning with them. We have people from the jewelry industry that want to do co-brand collaborations from other luxury sectors, and they're actually surprised, and they love it because it's now creating a new category, a new story to tell. And again, there are people that want to enjoy life, the finer things in life. We're going to define what a luxury headphone can be. And that's why it was really important to me to push the limits of technology. This is not about just having, a gold-plated product. This is about pushing technology limits and delivering an immersive experience. And that's what really matters to us.
Now, do any of the women ever tell you that this is too clunky?
There's a reason that we're doing this as what we call a circumoral and over-ear headphone, because to deliver the highest level of sound quality and noise canceling, you have to really surround your ear. An on-ear headphone doesn't deliver the same sound quality or noise canceling, but it is more convenient, and some people like a smaller headphone. So we actually have a roadmap for a second on-ear headphone. We're working on a Bluetooth speaker. Our vision as a company is personal audio. There are lots of good home speakers, there are lots of good home theater systems out there. We don't need to be the 20th company making, giant speakers. But no one ever really contemplated, what do you do when you leave your home and you have this beautiful system at home, and now your choices are inexpensive plastic headphones. So we can deliver music and movies, entertainment when you're traveling, when you're on the go. And that could be an on-ear, so we are working on that. We're looking at earbuds. There are other products in personal audio that we will be developing. But this is really our flagship Halo product that demonstrates how good music can sound. And when I tell you it is game-changing, you're welcome to hear it today. I can't describe it, really. You have to listen to it. You have to appreciate it.
Where do they go to listen to it?
So we're going to have a demo set up here, probably in this back corner, in the office here,
yeah.
where you can do a quick demo of the headphone.
Okay.
And by the way, another thing I would also invite everyone is we are starting to take pre-orders now. We've already got a number of people that have given us orders. So we would also invite, if anyone's interested in pre-ordering them, to be among the first to own them. We believe we're going to be sold out of our first year's production before we start delivering goods, because demand has been high.
Pre-orders, how much?
The headphones are $27,000 starting. If you want custom versions of them, there are custom versions with exotic leathers and gold or platinum on them. And we're accepting a 25% deposit if people want to pre-order the headphones for delivery mid-year this year.
Okay, so 6,000 something
Yep.
for down to have one, and so and since it's a finite, it's finite. The fact is it's a bit of a collector's item, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay. Questions for Len?
Yeah.
Yeah. Who? Yeah, Paul.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you. I'm a bit of an audiophile, so that looks like a really interesting, sexy product.
Thank you.
In terms of I look forward to having a listen as well. Thank you. In terms of the full range of music that you get, for example, a lot of files on audio are compressed into MP3 format these days, and it loses the high end and the low end. Has the technology accommodated for something? For example, I'm thinking about how you manage that problem, potentially with some solution that could, in software in the headphones, kind of predict what those thresholds should be and bring them back into the sound. How do you manage that problem? Because it's a kind of like that's given to you as a problem, isn't it, when you connect up with an MP3 file?
It is, but I think the easiest solution, there are technologies that can try to enhance a low-quality file, but to be honest, at this stage of the game, since Tidal or Deezer, like $20, $25 a month, you can get 192 24-bit audio on your phone, which is 4 times the resolution of a CD. So it's way beyond MP3. That's available. A customer that's buying this headphone probably will spend the $20 a month to get really high-quality audio. And even a lesser file will sound amazing on our headphones. Yes, there's a limitation to it. The dynamic range isn't going to be quite as good, but ultimately, if you're an audiophile, you know this. The speakers are the most important. The transducers, the microphone in the recording side of it, and then all the way down the chain to the speaker on the other end of it, are the most critical parts of the chain of audio and music. And so even an MP3 will sound very good. And by the way, our headphones can connect in 3 different ways: analog audio, wired input, digital in, which is the best, but we also have Bluetooth. So this is full Bluetooth enabled. You can take phone calls on it. It has all the modern conveniences, capacitive touch. All of the conveniences are there. And frankly, digital is going to sound the best, but we're actually doing the demos in Bluetooth because we've optimized Bluetooth to where we've gotten that to sound really good.
And sorry, follow-up question. There's another business line into there. Have you looked at potentially owning the streaming service for the music? Or some partnership around that?
Partnerships in that area, absolutely. There's a lot of content content partnerships that we can do. And in fact, the noise canceling is so good on these. There are going to be people that are going to, at times, if they're traveling, we all experience jet lag, right? Fatigue is an important factor. We're all in this meeting, some of us flying from other areas. And, being on a plane with all the noises, having good noise canceling is really critical. So there are also apps, as you know, for meditation and for soothing music that can help you to sleep. So there's lots of very, very rich content. I don't think we're going to create it from scratch because there's lots of great players in that area. But you're absolutely right. Do we bundle content and make it easily available? High quality content absolutely is something we're looking at.
Let's see, and then Carlos.
So I wanted you to touch a little bit on the evolution of the headphones as things progress in the technology industry. Obviously, like a cell phone, things go out of date as time progresses, and I know that you've put a lot of technology into this headphone and built it in a way that as Bluetooth progresses and as other things in technology progress, that the headphones you already own can progress with it instead of having to repurchase and throw it out in a year, like the way people do with their cell phones.
Yeah. No, thank you for reminding me of that. And it's funny because sustainability is obviously, there are many facets to sustainability, but one of them is our products throwaways. I mean, that is a factor. We're recycling. Why? Because people are throwing things away. Most plastic headphones, you're going to use them for a year, 2, 3 years, and you're going to toss them away. This is a headphone you will keep maybe for your lifetime. And speaker technology doesn't change very much, so woofers and tweeters are woofers and tweeters, and they're not really going to change a whole lot. If they do, we could actually upgrade them. But Bluetooth and digital technology does change. So we've architected this headphone, as Alexa mentioned. So if you own a pair of these, you send them in to us in 5 years, and we'll put fresh leather ear cushions on them. We'll replace the batteries, and we'll pull out Bluetooth 5.2 and put in 9.0, 10.0, whatever it is. So there is no obsolescence in our headphones. So you're going to have these for years. You're not throwing away a headphone and sticking it in the landfill, and then the very bright, capable people that are trying to figure out how do we recycle the batteries, how do we recycle all this stuff. You're not throwing away a plastic headphone. You're keeping this. So that is a sustainability benefit.
It's like a Chanel suit, let's face it.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Carlos.
Hi.
I'm going to pitch later my startup in digital art. And it was very inspiring the way that you were explaining what you are doing in a way that you are talking about entertainment, you are talking about full experience.
Yep.
And music is part of the full experience. And the other one is the visuals, so it's all
Yes.
the digital art. Did you thought maybe to integrate in your headphones some kind of visual, some kind of screens that the person who they are traveling in the jets or they want to disconnect, they can disconnect not only with the ears, they can disconnect with the eyes, and they can have that kind of experience in another level?
Yeah, there are so many opportunities available to us in that area that, yes, we have looked at that. And again, that's all content, and we can provide that. And it's funny because a lot of businesses look at, is there a subscription? Is there something in your business model that has recurring revenue? And for us, there is actually, if someone's updating their headphone, that's an additional revenue stream for us, because servicing your watch or taking your car for service isn't free. We have a warranty, of course, but if someone sends it in 5 years, that's a revenue stream for us. But we think there is also recurring revenue with some of these subscription plans where you can get very high quality audio content, video content. We're looking at a concierge service to give people access to concerts. We're a music company, so giving people access to concerts they might not have or performances or operas or symphonies would be fantastic. So we're looking at a program of a concierge service as well, and that's again a recurring revenue model for us. But that's really minor. That's not a big part of our business. But giving our clients, who obviously love music and the finer things in life, access to entertainment and art is really powerful. And by the way, if you look at this, which could be wood grain, could be a lot of different materials, we've actually had conversations with artists about doing a hand-painted deco plate on that and doing limited editions. We have some rare woods that we're going to do limited editions, that we find a beautiful piece of wood that's very rare and exotic, and we make 2 or 6 headphones out of that. And now that's a part of the story, is you're now got to have a beautiful material. But this is, to me, when I sat with Ital Design, I said, to me, I'm looking at this as a sculpture. This needs to be a work of art, not just a headband and 2 ear cups. And I think they did a spectacular job. But thank you. I think that's very valid.
Do you think you need to put it somehow in a blockchain index so that people can't counterfeit?
Yes, we actually have some technology in the headphone to serialize it, both digitally and analog, to hide serial numbers in it. And we're looking at blockchain and NFT to protect it, so that to minimize. Look, every luxury brand will tell you they deal with counterfeits, whether it's Rolex or Louis Vuitton. We actually have design patents on the headphone. We actually have one utility patent now, and we're applying for 20 plus additional utility patents. So we have some proprietary technology that will also protect our product. But the reason for the design patents is, if we're really successful to the level that I am confident we will be, there will probably be knockoffs. It's funny, going to Asia a lot, meeting with factories, going into one of the shops, I ended up seeing some knockoff of our Beats headphones. And I was like, well, I guess we're successful now, because the only knockoff, no one really knocks off Timexes, they knock off Rolexes. So if you're really successful, you have to be prepared for the fact that could happen. And you're right, blockchain and NFT is a way to protect the authenticity of the product.
So what if Jeff Bezos says, I buy everything? Do you just sell them all the headsets and nobody else gets them?
No, I mean, we want to limit how many people can buy, and we want people to have access to them. So we have B2B aviation yachting clients that want to buy blocks of these, because they know their clients are going to want a significant number of these. But no, we want to make it, every luxury line wants to have some level of exclusivity and make it kind of special to get them, but we do want to give people access to them.
Okay, any other questions for Len? Yes, in the back. Martin, shout. We're getting, yeah.
So, part of my background, we had a great conversation yesterday. I used to design and build television and film and sound and video studios. We had a great conversation. I'm also involved in display technology. I've got 10 years of expertise in that. I'm working on with a group that's actually developing next generation display technology that uses more than RGB primaries. It's called 6P color. You can find them online. They got 6 primaries in the display. Really interesting technology, because the images you see mimic what you might see through a window. It's approaching reality. So the intro is to say this. Part of what we're doing for that group is developing technology to take existing content, and much as he was suggesting, you've got to use AI, add the portions of in that case, visual elements that are lacking from, you take a Star Wars, for example, if you just play it on a 6P display, it doesn't look significantly different, but through AI, you can figure out what colors are missing and then bring them up, and it looks amazing.
Yeah.
So my suggestion is not a question as much as you might have a path to taking existing music, existing content, and through software, bring out the portions of the spectrum that are completely missing.
Yep.
And then, because your device is much better, end up with
No, your content is key to getting the most out of this, and you're right. There is lower quality audio and video content, and really it's algorithms, and with AI now it's interpolation of missing data points. So the science has been there for a long time. Now there's the speed and ability to do it much more effectively than it was even 5 years ago. Most audio purists still go back to getting a really high quality original master. They're remastering things now. So again, we can have this conversation offline. I have a lot of audiophile friends that have different opinions about what's the right and wrong way to do it. But the bottom line is, we are delivering whatever that content is at the highest level possible. The better the content, the more immersive, the more incredible the experience. But I do want to point out, and that's one of the reasons we're doing the demos with Bluetooth. Now, we've taken Bluetooth and pushed it to the limits, but there are limitations to Bluetooth. We're using the radio chip to go from your device to our headphone, but then we're bypassing all of the inexpensive Bluetooth circuitry and going through our high-res D to A converters and DSP processing and all kinds of signal processing to maximize that. And what you're going to hear is not our best form. The best would be digital, but I'm demonstrating Bluetooth is the convenient one. That's what everybody wants, wireless. No one wants to have the wire anymore and make phone calls and do all those things. So we're demonstrating ours actually at the lowest level, and it actually is even better when you're doing it digitally. But I think you'll be amazed at how immersive and how good it sounds. But absolutely, content's king.
Thank you, Len. It was amazing again to hear the update and just beautiful. So thank you for coming back.
Thank you.
Len Davi.